Hello, YouTube land. Welcome to another edition of Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff, and today I am reviewing MakeToys RE or Remaster MT-RM08 Despotron. This is MakeToys' version of Masterpiece Megatron, and I will say I'm impressed. I love this figure. I know a lot of people have issues with different things, and overall, I'm very impressed. I like the transformation. I like a lot about this guy. But let's take a look at the box. I'll go over all the stuff I like later. So let's see. We got the front of the packaging here. Nice toy shot of Megatron there, or Despotron, and there he is on the side of on the top of the box. Nice, another picture of him just laughing away. And here is a nice silhouetted or like faded out picture of the toy itself. The back of the packaging looks very Masterpiece-esque with the different, just the different poses and stuff that you can do with this figure. And he is very poseable. He has great, great articulation. It comes with 4 different faces, not 4 heads, just 4 different faces. It's very easy to swap out. I'll show you how to do that. And then on the other side is just his leg. So that's it. So that's it for the box. Oh, and warning on the box. So that's it. And as you can see, I have nothing here. I'm going to move in the camera a little bit because I want you to see this guy, and he's pretty cool. I'm going to adjust the camera. Sorry, I do everything uncut, so I don't have the time. I don't have the... I do everything on my phone, so I don't edit. So here he is. Yes, it is a big, giant size Walther P38. And you know what? He is an oversized gun, and that's fine. I mean, my hands aren't the smallest hands in the world, but good Lord. I mean, it takes some reach, you know, to get that trigger. Definitely not life-size gun. Very small for a gun. Give you an idea on the fly here. I'm going to give you an idea of what this guy looks like or how big he is. Here is MakeToys Megatron versus a Lego figure. So, just saying. This gun is huge. I put the orange plug back in just for this review. My plug is not glued in. Not anything on it. Very happy with that. MakeToys, thank you so much for not gluing the dang plug in there, because my Apollyon was a pain in the butt to get that thing out. I had to use a wrench and everything else, and it took me a while. So here he is in gun mode. I did add the sticker for his Decepticon logo. Oh, forgot to turn that up. So boom, there he is. He's got the trigger in the back, or the hammer in the back, excuse me. Trigger's here. He does come with a nice scope, and you can see through it a little bit. Well, you can actually see my reflection there. See, there's my fingers, and it magnifies really well, but it's really hard to see through. Not much body kibble is seen. You can see the feet are right here, but that's okay. Really nice overall. They use a lot of paneling to try to cover up all the, this is a little loose, but cover up all the slots and everything. But all the little gaps and stuff. But there are, a lot of slots and lines and stuff. I don't mind that so much because, to be honest, if you're going to pose him or have him out on your shelf, are you going to have him in gun mode? You're going to just have a bunch of Megatrons in your gun mode, or are you going to have them in the robot mode? Me, personally, I'm going to have this guy in robot mode. Before we get started on transforming him, I am going to show you, he does come with an instruction booklet. Actually, it's 2 booklets, but it should be 1. They just had them separate. Really easy transformation. Like it's very clear of what you have to do, or I found it very clear anyway, what tabs where. And it's 52 steps. He's not like the easiest transformer in the world, but I will tell you, he is a lot easier than Apollyon. Apollyon had these small little pieces that were just drive me up the wall, and I was afraid I was going to break something with him. I think I only had transformed Apollyon once and was cool with having him just as Megatron on my shelf. So, without further ado, I am going to transform this guy, give it a little bit better. And first, of course, you're going to take off the scope. And, nice detailing on the scope. It's not bad. My only issue is I think the barrel for the fusion cannon is just a little small. But that's okay. I don't care. And maybe a little long. I think it just should be beefier. But anyway, over than that, I don't care. It's really nice. So now we're going to look at this guy transformed and everything. Come to the back here. Actually, we're going to come right here. Quickly start here. Got to loosen up these panels. Bring this down. You're going to untab this panel in the back too. And there it is. Untabbed a little bit. Oh, hold on. I already did something backwards. There we go. Bring that back to this way. And I'm going to untab this. Turn this around. You'll see why in a little bit. And the trigger's fine. And let's see here. Untab that. We're going to untab this in the back. There's these tabs right here that slot right into the grip guard here. Pull this down. There's these two small tabs here that's part of his leg mode. To get this back in here, you need to kind of tuck it in under those two little tabs, and but that'll be done at the end. I don't know why I started doing that now. Bring this back, just let it hang there. And then we're going to come back over here. There's a tab here that slots in here, and just like over here too, there's another slot here, and right here at the front you can see there's a tab. Sorry for not showing you that. Bring this out to the side, get it away from the body a little bit, and this one too, because you're going to need room, and that's fine. And you're going to wind up actually bringing this one around here, because these are going to form the skirts, and you're going to take this piece and you're going to bring it down. It doesn't plug into anything. It's just tight. It's on a, there we go, it's on a slide, on a little rail there. Slides in there, click in nice and tight. You're going to take the legs and you're going to separate them. Oh, no you're not. Excuse me, I forgot to do this. This is one of the cool parts too. Got a little ahead of myself. I wasn't prepared. Going to take these panelings off the side here, and you see this little arm here. You're just going to fold this upon itself, and then this is going to fold back again, and it's going to tab into the other leg. See what's going on here? And then you're going to do the same thing over here. You got a little gap here. You can put your thumb in or your nail in, get it going, and then you can take it and just fold this up front like so. And it is tabbed together. Hard to see with all the black, but there's a tab right here, and then there's a slot right here. If you could see it, there it is. That just tabs right into there, and it holds really nice, which is great. Extend the legs. Oop, didn't want to do that yet, but extend the legs out just to give you a little bit of room. Tab that back in there because I'm going to need that straight for a minute, or in place for a minute. So you're going to turn the legs forward. So you can tell front is here. You're going to take this like so. My joints are really tight on this guy, which is not a bad thing. I like the fact that they're pretty tight. Legs are all the way up. Sorry, I had to see what I was doing for a moment. You're going to take the toe here, you're going to slide this forward, and then you're going to take the heel spur out right here. And the cool thing about these heel spurs, they have rubber on the bottom to keep them from sliding if you're on a slick surface. Again, this one here, same thing. Take your nail, put it in right there. Really nice. I really like that. So it's something that MakeToys definitely paid attention to, and like it a lot. So there he is. No, just kidding. We're part of the way done. I can't say halfway because we're not halfway. You're going to untab this section here. Oop, just like that. There's a slot here and a like a mushroom tab here. You can see it, and it clicks in there really good. Most of the time. Sometimes it pops out, but not in gun mode. It's usually just when you're transforming him. So you're going to bring, well, actually, let me show you where this was. This here section here, you can flip up this piece which is the front of the crotch plate. And you can take the center of the crotch plate and bring that all the way over and bring the other one down. And so see where we're going here. Let's see here, here, and then, okay, so we got this piece. Now you take this piece, the side skirt here, you can just take this part here and fold that in the back, and it just fills up a couple of gaps. It doesn't really tab in or anything. It's pretty nice. The back of the legs, might as well get these out of the way. This piece here that tabs into the other, you're going to take that, you're going to untab it here, and it just folds right in. Leaves this gap, but doesn't bother me because I don't look at the back of my figures that much. And you're going to take this piece here, and remember what I told you about those two tabs? You kind of want to put it in this, those two tabs there on the side. You put it under the tab, and then boom, closes right up. Really nice. Okay, so we're going to take this here, and this is going to come all the way. Now this tab will plug into that mushroom, or that mushroom tab will plug into that slot right there. And that's good. I'm going to bring the other side skirt around, and boom. So there he is, his side skirts. That's what the back of his butt looks like, if you want to see his butt. And that's that. So, sorry. So let's see here. We're going to do this here. We're going to untab this section here. Hold the trigger down. Actually, oh, slide that. Forgot to do this. You're going to take this piece here, bring that in. Okay, so that gives you the clearance to slide. Oh, not yet. I forgot. There was a step I missed. I apologize. I got to come back here. We're going to look at the top of the, because I need to be able to bring this in here. And I like how they do the whole accordion thing, but it is blocked by a little bit of movement. So there is something in the way. I'll show you what that is. We're going to bring this up. We're going to slide that up here. Bring that out. And you can see that's Megatron's dome right there. We're going to bring his head out. Sorry, this little pivot joint is really tight on mine, and it's not a complaint. I'm kind of actually happy that it is tight. I'm gonna bring this in, and let's see here. Make sure that's all lined up, because I want to make sure that that snaps right in. For some reason, oh, sorry, I just popped his head off, which is fine, but that's something I was going to show you later. Did not expect that to happen. There we go. So that's tabbed into place. So let me grab his helmet. So I guess I'll show you now how you do this. You take, let's turn this guy forward. Sorry about that. I rarely do these kind of, have these accidents, but there's a slot here. You got, or tabs here, slot on the back, plugs in perfect right there. And then this just, there's a couple of posts here, and you have all these different slots, and he has a couple of different tabs around his head to keep this insecure. Looks like I was just applying too much pressure, but there he is. So I'll show you the other faces later. So we're going to come back up, and we're going to open this up now. See, Megatron's head was in here, and it was blocking the movements that's needed here. So you're going to come back up here, and you're going to move. You're going to hold the trigger down, and you're going to start pushing in here. And this is just going to rotate right in. It should just rotate right in like so. So I just blocked that whole thing, didn't I? So what I did is this piece here. Sorry, like I said, I don't edit. You take this piece here and you rotate in, and it'll just come right in, and once it's flush, it'll look like that. Now that's supposed to, and that'll just clip right in there. You saw that extra bag. You tuck the trigger up in here. You have slot here, tab here, bam. Oh, I forgot to pull his feet out. Pull his feet down. I was wondering why I was looking kind of strange. Sorry about that. I'm a little forgetful today. Don't mind me. It's been a long day at work. I'm trying to show you how to transform somebody who's, I don't think it's complicated, just interesting. So let's get his arms going. We'll start on this side. We'll untab here. And this is just going to do that for now. And then you're going to go here on the back. And you're going to take this piece away from here. And then this just collapses on itself. So really nice and clean in the back. I think you'll like it. And then this will untab here. And then you're just going to pull this away. And there's another tab, a slot there. See the slot there, and then you got the tab here, and that just plugs in there. But you just pull that out, bring his arm down, or, you know, it's going to be his arm, and you're going to pull this piece up, and he has another piece here. I'll show you. It tabs in. There's a slot here, a tab here on this hammer. You got to turn the hammer around, turn it down, and this will bring out. As soon as that comes up, you see that slot there, or that tab there is going to go into the slot here. Here's his hands, and then that just clicks in right there. And you're going to bring this like so. And then this is going to come around like. There's always something not absolutely lined up when I do this part. Come on, get in there. Excuse me, I'm a little trying to get this lined up here has always been a problem on this figure for me. So it's probably just user error because, you know, can't say I'm the brightest tool in the shed. But I got some sharpening skills. You know. Oh, there it is. Just got to get everything lined up. Boom. Now this part's cool. To give him the barrel pieces on his shoulder, you just kind of flip that up there. And then, oh, I can't believe I did this again. Come back here. Sorry. Got to do this. We have to raise the chest. This just accordions up. And then it'll like overcome just like this. See that? It just kind of there's slots and tabs. It's hard to see. I do apologize. This is not going to be one of my better videos. And we're going to bring this up. There's this piece right here. And I can't get it for some reason. It's not coming up. I'm going to clear over here. Oh, can't. Let me do this. Take the barrel. This untabs here. Has this long piece here, this little slide. And it's just going to come back. And it's going to collapse on itself. Turn it like so. Bring down. That's it. Barrel's on the back. Because I have to be able to reach in there. Bring that up. Everything's now all nice and secure. Apologies for my errors there. Megatron's almost looking right. There's a panel here that it was back like this. You just bring that forward, fills in his back nicely. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to do the other arm. This part here is going to come out like so. We're going to bring the arm down, do it this way instead, and then you can see how I'm going to come down here so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring that slots, there's two slots there. You're going to bring the fist. This one is really tight. It's tighter than the other one for me, which is kind of odd, but whatever. I actually kind of like the tight joints because it just makes me feel more secure when I transform him that everything's going okay. And then you just bring the fist out, and then these slots will go into, or these tabs will go into the slots here on both sides. Come on now. Why don't you want to work for me today? I had to do this one time too, where I had to bend it down just a little bit so I can work the slots in, but that's okay. There we go. Nice and good there. There's his other hand. Bring the arm down, and you're going to take this piece here. Didn't make the best case for his transformation, I guess, with the way I transformed him today, but I really like his transformation. Again, I don't have all these weird thin parts poking out all over the place. So there he is. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little bit so you all can see better. Close his hands. Actually, I'll just bring it out a little bit so you can see better. So there he is. This is Despotron in his finest. Again, to switch out his face, you just pull off the helmet, take off the face, and he has several different faces. He has the angry, gnashing his teeth face. He has the laughing face, which is my other favorite face, and then he has the stoic Megatron face. And the thing, what I found is interesting is there's light piping. Like, these are translucent. They're not like completely translucent, but you could barely see through them. But there's no reason to have light piping because he doesn't light up or anything. I'm having an issue now. That wasn't going on straight. So I got to line up the slot with this tab, and then you just put it like so. That just goes on there, and there Megatron's now happy and joyous that he just killed somebody and blew their faces off or whatever. So this is Despotron in their Masterpiece size. He does have his fusion cannon, which just slides on, and it doesn't topple him over or anything else. It's not too heavy, not too light. He does come with several faces. He also comes with a nice Energon mace. I kind of wish this was maybe a purple plastic just to match this, but you know what? This is pretty cool. It's nice, not too heavy. It's a little translucent. You can see through it a little bit. Easy to put on his arm. Just remove the fusion cannon if you want. I do just because it's easier. And of course, I got to go back to the tight arm because that's where it goes. You're going to close the fist, and then you're going to bring in the fist. Bring in the fist like so. Okay, why am I having an issue? Shouldn't have an issue. I will be honest, I am only having issues because I am recording this. I really have not had issues with this guy. This is really the first time I can remember actually having trouble. There it is, closing his arms and stuff. So you bring his arm in, you close it, and there is a tab here. It also has another function because this is going to slide over that tab. Can you see that? There is this little gap here. You see that on the cone? And then this piece is going to plug into the arm. So you're going to just bring it in like so. Bam. And there he is with his nice Energon mace. So, ready to knock the crap out of whoever gets in his way. I guess I got to bring this a little bit more so you can see it. Because it's not on a small chain. It's on quite long chain. I did take a couple of pictures with him just holding the mace, which I thought was kind of cool, where you can just, you know, he's having a good time, man. He's got his ball and he's ready to play. So, all right. So that's him. I do have him just, I don't have him posed on the shelf with the Energon mace. Wow. Looking at the length of this video, I am sorry. I'm going to do a couple size comparisons real quick for you. And then I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of your day after watching this video. I don't like doing really absolutely long videos because I know your time is valuable, and you know I got stuff to do too that I want to get more stuff reviewed. I have a couple other toys I'm going to review, and some Titans Return stuff, and you know. So there he is. I'll put the fusion cannon back on him. Let me do a couple of comparisons. My first comparison I'm going to do is going to be with right off the gate, Combiner Wars Megatron. And you can see he is taller than Combiner Wars Megatron by quite a bit, and he's also a lot wider. I actually like that about this figure, is that he is so wide, and he's a little bit taller than Masterpiece Prime, which is really good because I think that's appropriate. I would like to have Megatron taller than Masterpiece Prime or Masterpiece Megatron or whatever, because I think he should be taller. I think he should be beefier. Now, this is the trip, right? This Megatron has a wider chest. I think his chest looks normal. His arms are a little thinner. Their legs are actually almost the same width, but his look chunky because they're just straight black. Everything tucks in. He has, Apollyon has the silver up front, but you could see all this little kibble here inside, which isn't my favorite. I still think Apollyon looks good, but overall, I really like this version of him because he looks like Megatron should look. Also, if you look at the back, very clean in the back. On the back here, clean up top, but not so much in the legs. I mean, you have all this paneling hanging off. You have silver butt syndrome going on, I guess. His butt is covered. He's not mooning anybody. I guess that's my point. So that's just how I feel about it. Oh, and I forgot to raise another piece. See what happens. You get in a hurry and you feel like you're running out of time. So let me move Apollyon off. Do a couple of more size comparisons if you don't mind. It's going to be a long video. I do apologize. We have him with his best buddy in the whole wide world, at least one of his most loyal warriors, and he towers over Soundwave. I think that's appropriate because remember, he's Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons. He's the biggest, baddest dude out there. So I like that. And here he is now with the Hasbro. I have the Hasbro. I don't have the MP10, the Japanese one. But here he is with the Masterpiece, Hasbro Masterpiece figure. And you can tell he's taller. He's just a little bit taller. And you know, you stand him face to face and he's just a hair taller than Prime when they're looking at each other. But I think that's appropriate. He should be taller. He's the menacing bad guy, you know. He should be the guy who's going to overpower. And Prime, you know, he's not that much shorter, but, you know, he's the good guy. He's the white knight of this and going to go and clean some house. So, really cool. I didn't bring anything else out to compare. I could bring the Lego guy back in if you want. And there he is, like way down there, just because I think it's kind of funny. And that's it. So, looking at just going back to the third parties that they have, the third party Megatrons that are out now, I don't have Mitron. I'm still on the fence about getting him because I already have two Masterpiece Megatrons to deal with, and I'm not sure if I got Mitron, how well, you know, he looks good. He's a smaller gun. I'm not sure. I've seen pictures that he's about the same size as these guys, which is really cool. But I think I'm happy with Despotron here. And I think once, I know Takara is rumored to be doing a Megatron, a Masterpiece Megatron, which I'm really excited about too. I will pick that one up because I do like licensed figures. I don't mind knockoffs. As you can tell in my reviews, I don't mind knockoffs. I like third party. I like official product as well. So I can't wait to see what they're doing. So if you do not have Apollyon, you don't have Mitron, and you're looking for a Masterpiece Megatron because you don't know if Hasbro's ever going to do it, my suggestion personally would be Despotron. But everybody has their opinions. I just really like this figure. I think he came out well. I like the different, I like the different faces. I like the different abilities that he can do. I forgot to go over articulation, didn't I? So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm sorry, getting longer. So full 360. His head is on a ball joint. Forgot that. He does have a bicep swivel that can go 360s. He does bend at the elbow over 90 degrees. His wrist is on a swivel as well. Not a ball joint or anything. His hands do open. He does have an independent finger. So if you want to like have him pointing, you can, but for mine's just really tight. There you go. And it's actually better than the Masterpiece figures because you can actually have him really pointing at somebody going, I want you, you know. Ah. Anyway, holds his cannon really well because he's got these nice ratcheting joints. Hear that? And you can see the ratchets in there a little bit. See them? The teeth, like really good joints. He does not have a waist swivel because everything plugs in, but I really didn't need a waist swivel. You can lift these up and out of the way a little bit, and this will give you, you know, all the way up and back. He does bend 90 degrees at the knee or just under. He does have an ankle tilt and a little bit of a swivel up and down, so you can do that. So I think he's quite posable for what you get, and I didn't mind the price. I got this one at Big Bad Toy Store. I've been really happy with Big Bad Toy Store and their shipping and stuff. However, I am starting to take a look at a couple other stores just because I'm looking at shipping time and costs and everything, and who I can get faster. But that was a quick articulation, guys. Sorry for I didn't do that earlier, and I'm sorry I forgot to tab these both up. It looks like the hammer split in half, and I like how they kind of broke that up because you could tell here that these actually come together on Apollyon, and you know, so I do like Apollyon for what he is. He is another version of Masterpiece Megatron, but I really like Despotron. I can't say enough good things about him. I'll be posting photos on my Instagram at JMERCER76. And that's it for me on this one. Again, I'm sorry for the length of this video. Normally I don't do videos this long, but I think it's well worth it, especially if you're looking for a comparison of where you want to buy, which Megatron, Masterpiece Megatron you want to buy, or if you want to wait for an official. So thank you so much. And again, please subscribe, like this video, leave comments, you know, and just be nice. I appreciate that. And I guess that's it. You all have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I hope you liked the vid. Thank you, and have a good one. Bye-bye.